A 20-year-old Brazilian gets called a B-rated driver by Helmut Marko in his first race, and then proceeds to demolish every single expectation in one of the most competitive Formula 1 seasons ever. Today, we will discover why Gabriel Bortoleto might just be the future of Formula 1. What's up everyone, this is Gridmaster, and today we will explore Gabriel Bortoleto's phenomenal rookie season, his incredible journey from Brazil to Formula 1, and discover why Jonathan Wheatley, who worked with Schumacher, Vettel and Verstappen, calls him the real deal. Stick around because the numbers I'm about to show will absolutely blow your mind. The 2025 Formula 1 season is being called one of the most competitive in history, with regulation changes coming next year and cars more developed than ever. Just a few tenths separate the pole position from last place. In this environment, putting a Sauber in the points should be impossible, but Gabriel Bortoleto is making it look routine. Brazil has a rich Formula 1 heritage. Emerson Fittipaldi, Nelson Piquet, and the legendary Ayrton Senna. Since 2008, when Felipe Massa lost the championship by only 1 point at home in the last corner when Lewis Hamilton overtook Glock, Brazilian fans have been waiting for the next champion. That day still weighs heavy in the hearts of Brazilian fans who are passionate about the sports and want so badly to have a champion again. Despite this enormous pressure, Gabriel rejoices in it and understands the passion of the fans who want him to do well. At just 20 years old, he carries the hopes of an entire nation on his shoulders and somehow makes it look effortless. Today I'm going to show you exactly how good Gabi Bortoleto actually is. We will dive into data that proves he is not just a good rookie. We might be witnessing the birth of a future world champion. If you want to see the most comprehensive analysis of Gabi's season that you won't find anywhere else, smash that like button and let's dive in. To understand how incredible Gabriel's 2025 season is, we need to go back to where it started. Picture this, an 11-year-old Brazilian kid has to move to Europe, spending 3 to 4 months away from his parents at such a young age. That's the sacrifice Gabriel made for his dream. While other kids were playing video games, Gabriel was learning to be independent, focused, and mentally strong in a foreign country. Imagine being 11 years old in a foreign country, speaking a different language, missing your family for months at a time. This wasn't just about learning to drive fast cars. This was about building the mental fortitude that would later allow him to handle the pressure of Formula 1. This early sacrifice shaped the mature, determined driver we see today. Gabi's idol, Ayrton Senna. He openly talks about his desire to bring happiness to the Brazilian people with his results, just like Senna did. That's why he adopted the Brazilian flag colors in his helmets. And when you watch Gabriel race, you can see the Senna-like determination, that hunger to be the absolute best. Gabriel mentions that he wakes up every day to be the best, hungry for achieving, being a champion. But here's what sets him apart. He also declared in an interview that humility must prevail above all things, and that is essential to make someone a champion. This perfect balance of ambition and humility is what separates good drivers from legends. Here's where Gabi showed incredible foresight. In September 2022, during his Formula 3 season, he made a brilliant strategic move by signing with A14, Fernando Alonso's management team. This wasn't after achieving success. This was Gabriel betting on himself and Alonso betting on raw talent. Gabriel had joined McLaren's driver academy after his Formula 3 title, but found himself at a crossroads. Being a reserve driver for Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris with limited opportunities ahead. The partnership with Alonso also opened new doors, including the one for Sauber. Gabriel's talent impressed Mattia Binotto directly because of his own merit and potential. Binotto saw something special in Gabi that convinced him to offer one of the few available seats for 2025, replacing Valtteri Bottas at Sauber Stake. Little did anyone know this would be the beginning of something extraordinary. But before Formula 1, Gabi had to prove himself in Formula 2, and what he did there was absolutely legendary. Let me paint you a picture of one of the greatest drives in recent motorsport history. Monza, Formula 2 feature race. Gabriel makes a mistake in qualifying and starts dead last. What happens next is absolutely fantastic, astonishing, and anthological. Gabriel proceeds to carve through the entire field like a man possessed, overtake after overtake, showing racecraft that veteran drivers would be proud of. This wasn't just about speed, this was about race intelligence, tire management, and knowing exactly when to attack and when to be patient. Think about the mental pressure. You've made a mistake in qualifying, you're starting last at one of the most difficult tracks, and the championship is on the line. Most drivers would crumble. Gabriel, he turned it into his masterpiece. From last place to victory, this wasn't luck. This was pure raw talent combined with ice-cold determination. This Monza drive was part of an epic season-long battle with Isaac Hadjar for the Formula 2 title. The championship went down to the final race, with Gabriel ultimately clinching the trophy. Remember this name, Isaac Hadjar. He's also brilliant and have conquered a podium in his rookie season in Formula 1 with a Racing Bulls, and Gabi beat him. We may be witnessing the beginning of the next generation legendary clash between rivals. Now let's dive into the numbers that are making Formula 1 experts question everything they thought they knew about rookie seasons. Here's a stat that will blow your mind. Gabriel has scored points in 4 out of the last 6 races. The only ones he didn't score were the British Grand Prix, where he had to retire his car, and Zandvoort, where his Sauber was completely useless. But the incredible part is that he has been crazy consistent with a Sauber in one of the most competitive seasons in Formula 1 history. Remember, this is 2025. The gap between the fastest and the slowest car is smaller than it's ever been. For Gabi to consistently put a Sauber in the points means everything has to be perfect. The setup, the strategy, the driving. There's no margin for errors, and Gabriel delivers every single time. If these numbers are shocking you as much as they shocked me, hit that like button. Bortoleto's teammate is Nico Hülkenberg, a driver with over 200 Grand Prix of experience and known as one of the best qualifiers on the grid. Gabriel has out-qualified Hülkenberg in 60% of the races. But here's what's even more incredible. Hülkenberg himself called Gabi a machine and said he's like a printer that never runs out of ink. Coming from a driver of Hülkenberg's caliber, this is the ultimate compliment. He also praised Gabi's incredibly low error rate for a rookie. When your veteran teammate is this impressed, you know you're witnessing something special. Now, I've created a regression analysis graph showing each rookie's improvement throughout the season. The more a curve is steepened, the more the rookie has improved over the season. Gabi's curve has the steepest positive inclination, meaning he's the fastest learning rookie on the grid. While others plateau or even decline, Gabriel keeps getting better and better. But here's where Gabriel showed he might have championship DNA. His approach to teamwork that mirrors the greatest champions in Formula 1 history. Gabi is incredibly vocal in highlighting the work of the engineers and mechanics. He consistently acknowledges that he's only one more moving part in the team, and he has been successfully bringing out the best of his team. This isn't just PR talk, this is genuine leadership. Here's a story that will give you chills. In a recent race, Jonathan Wheatley reported that Gabi stayed late into the night after the curfew, helping the team work on his car. Think about that, a rookie staying past official hours, getting his hands dirty with the mechanics to understand every bolt and component of his machine. You know who mastered the art of bringing out the best of a team? Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, and Max Verstappen. These legends understood that Formula 1 is a team sport, and the driver who can elevate everyone around him is the one who wins championships. Gabi is also passionate about sim racing, and it's key to his development. He comments that, Sunday night after a Grand Prix, I love to sit by my sim and go over the tracks again with new knowledge, with everything fresh in my mind. This dedication to continuous improvement is what separates good drivers from great ones. Let's add to the list his friendship with Max Verstappen, who casually advises Bortoleto on racing. Gabi is also an ambassador to Mac's sim racing team. It's definitely a next level mentorship. Working with Sauber has been about finding the perfect window for the car to be competitive. Gabi's desire to be world champion drives everything he does, and his work ethic has impressed everyone at Sauber. The teamwork around Sauber has been exceptional, largely due to Gabriel's leadership approach. The proof of Bortoleto's brilliance isn't just in the numbers. It's in what the legends of the sports are saying. Jonathan Wheatley, who has worked with Michael Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel, and Max Verstappen, literally the greatest drivers in modern Formula 1, calls Gabi the real deal. When someone who has been in the garage with multiple world champions gives such a praise, you listen. Do you remember I said that Helmut Marko called Gabriel at maximum a B-rated driver? Gabi's response was pure class. Quote, I am proud of my Formula 2 and Formula 3 titles, which I won beating Red Bull Academy pilots. I will prove him wrong with results on the track. Impressively cool-minded for a 20-year-old full of energy and starving for competition. Let me leave you with this image. Gabi achieving his best Formula 1 result at the Hungarian Grand Prix, holding off Max Verstappen and attacking Fernando Alonso, his own manager, for the entire race. Think about that pressure. You're defending against the reigning champion and fighting wheel to whom happens to be some of the greatest drivers of all time. Alonso even declared, if Gabi was British and conquered a 6th place with the Sauber, he would be on all newspaper covers this week. What we are seeing in Gabi isn't just speed, it's championship DNA. The humility to acknowledge his team, the dedication to work late into the night with mechanics, the leadership to bring out the best in everyone around him. These are qualities that Schumacher, Hamilton, and Verstappen used to dominate Formula 1. Next year, Sauber becomes Audi, entering Formula 1 for the first time. Audi has been a championship-winning team in every motorsport category they've entered. Gabriel is perfectly positioned to be a real star in this new era, potentially leading Audi's charge for Formula 1 glory. Gabi carries the weight of Brazilian Formula 1 history in his shoulders, from Fittipaldi's pioneering success to Piquet's calculated brilliance to Senna's passionate genius and the heartbreak of Massa's near miss in 2008. Brazilian fans have waited 17 years for a new hope, and Gabi might just be the one to end that route. So, how good is Gabriel Bortoleto actually? He's not just good, he's exceptional. Points in 4 out of the last 6 races with a Sauber, outqualifying a veteran teammate, fastest learning curve among rookies, and most importantly, the leadership qualities that define champions. We might be witnessing the early days of Brazil's next world champion. If you believe Gabriel Bortoleto is destined for greatness and want to see more in-depth Formula 1 analysis like this, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We'll be following Gabi's journey closely because I genuinely believe we are watching the birth of a legend. Tell me in the comments, do you think Gabi's team leadership approach will make him a future champion? How impressed are you by his dedication to working with mechanics after hours? And what do you think about his humility combined with ambition? Thanks everyone, see you next time, and keep those engines revving.